Hey, let me start this.
Whoa, that was, dude, that was a lot for Monday morning.
Monday afternoon now.
They don't know.
They don't know.
Wait, it could be 8 a.m. But then we really be lying to him because my man's vertical right now.
Wait, it's Tuesday. It's literally Tuesday.
Oh no.
If you guys don't know, that's how we operate around here. It's just another day, so we're getting stuff done. We got Slick Rick up in the air pulling the transmission converter out. Come on, let's take a look what we got going on. For those of you guys that don't know what this is,
your mom's a hoe.
Hartz 140, 481X, 2-speed lockup, 9.5 inch floating rear end. Yeah, that rear end's floating. That MFB floating. 3rd gen Camaro. This is Slick Rick.
You know what?
People don't know what Slick Rick is?
I mean, for the people that live under an actual rock, this is Slick Rick.
You know why it's floating?
Why it's floating?
It's just a spaceship, cut.
It's a spaceship. Yeah.
And we up in a damn spaceship, cut.
So we're gonna pull the transmission out. We had an issue on the dyno where it was like the lockup was coming on, so we weren't able to really apply power. It had 0 RPM flash. Like trans brake 5,000 RPMs, let go of the trans brake, it'd go to like 5,100. You generally, when you let go, you want to flash up and then roll over. Talking about converters a lot lately. They're a very, very, very important part of having a good running car. You guys saw the black sheep. Many factors will change how your converter acts. We changed the tire, went to a tire that's 2 inches larger, and the converter went from having like 2% slip to 33% slip, which is essentially like driving down the road with your clutch halfway pushed in. You're just bleeding off horsepower. This is a little bit of the opposite, where we can't get the clutch to, we can't get the converter to slip any, and it's just locked up. That is not good. So we're going to pull the transmission out, take apart the converter. All of our torque converters are bolt together converters, which allow us to make stator changes. If you guys are out there looking for a torque converter, my recommendation is going to be Circle D converters. We're running a brand new Circle D on the way for the black sheep, which I'm very excited about. The converter that's in the car came with the car. We've made some modifications to it to make it run. Talked to Pete over at Circle D. We're like, man, this isn't doing what we need. He's like, not a problem, we got you. So we're gonna be running their 264 millimeter billet bolt together, 1 3/16 input deal, and their new billet one-piece flex plate. So very excited. You guys are gonna be seeing that in an upcoming video. But right now what we're gonna do is just take this one down. This is actually an M&M lockup converter. There's M&M transmissions. All of our transmissions are M&M 2 speeds. I don't think I have a 3-speed, do I?
Yeah, you have one, don't you?
No, I don't think I do. I think everything, this is the only lockup I have. The rest are just 140 billet gear sets, 2-speed internal external dumps. So pretty standard dealios on these guys. This one's got one of the crazy bell housings on it. If you want to take a look at this, these are like the Browl bell housings. They're extremely safe, super thick. Something like this, high horsepower, that's just what we happen to go with. Also, this is a little bit different than all the other transmissions because it's a lockup bell housing, which actually spaces the transmission further back. So we're just going to pull the transmission down and set it on the floor, get the converter out, take it apart, inspect it. I'm really doing this video for myself because we're going to take apart, I've never taken apart a lockup converter, so we're going to take it apart very carefully, document all of it, so when I have to go to put it back together, I can use this video as a reference, because you don't want to put stuff together incorrectly. So, you know, I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty selfish with the videos. I make the videos that, I mean, I just video what I do every day. I'm not really making the videos for you guys at home. I'm just making the videos of what I feel like is what I'm doing, and we'll make a decent video. And you guys, some of you guys seem to enjoy it, some of y'all hate it. It is what it is.
Be watching though.
Yeah, y'all watch. The haters watch. Whatever, dude. Keep hating. The people that like it watch. And I thought it was awesome. A bunch of people came up to us at the racetrack when I came in. I love watching the videos. That means a lot to myself and all the guys here that are doing stuff and working on everything, you know. So.
Let me do some sketchy shit here.
What are we doing?
Shortening this retro strap up.
We got our resident 3rd gen expert Mason working on this with me.
I don't know anything about it.
Ratchet strap guru.
I don't know anything about race cars, but I sure do know a lot about 3rd gens.
So this one we actually kind of like built. We got the car rolling, and obviously we put everything where we wanted to, and it makes it relatively easy to work on. We had to run and do some errands, so we had to leave. But before, we probably worked on it for what, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
And we had really everything except for the transmission cross member and bell housing bolts to take out. So took the drive shaft out. The shifter and all that stuff lays in there. We got a bunch of lines. Everything's built with connectors, so you don't have to like unbolt anything that doesn't need to be unbolted. All the sensors stay where they are, and really try to make it as user friendly as possible. So that's what we've. You know, I'm happy that we were able to get it like this, so it makes it easier to work on. All right, we got the converter out, transmission in there. Look at that badass billet pump. Here's the lockup part. You got some O-rings, and then you got this little bolt in there with a hole, and that applies line pressure when it's commanded into the converter, where it's got like a lockup clutch like down here, I believe. I believe all this stuff's normal, and then it's just lockup clutch stuff down there. I'm not an expert in the lockup stuff, but I'm learning it. I know that oftentimes the lockup can be directly linked to your bank account if not done correctly. So we're trying to avoid that. And we're gonna get this thing opened up. So first thing we're gonna do is just unbolt the front of it from like the billet body part. Again, I don't know like the converter terms. All I know is this has got to come off. Then we got to carefully take everything off. And what's the strategy? When I take it off, do I flip it over? So when I put it back together, I flip it over, or take it off where it's just like place?
I think
I think this is what we do. We brake clean all this stuff off, we label everything, and then we put it all back together, and no one's allowed to touch the damn table.
more video, and so it's like
We need all of the checks and balances here. All of them.
Yeah, I think we start taking some bolts out here, and then we lean this deal over and try to drain the rest of the fluid out of it.
Yeah, it's gonna make a mess.
Yeah, and then I think we'll be all right. We shouldn't make too much of a mess.
Yeah. We got shop rags and brake clean. We're good to go.
And then yeah, that's what I would do. I would just lay everything out in order that it comes out. So we'll pull the top piece off, set it off, and then next piece.
We know the top piece goes on the top, but yeah. Or what we could do is we can, we'll figure your old girl out.
I mean, if you set it out left to right across the table, you know that you go back together right to left.
Yeah.
It's not rocket appliance.
Alright, y'all, we got this apart. I was on the phone with Matt. Matt's on the phone with Mark. Very nice to be able to have those connections. So here we are. We got it kind of apart. I'm going to slap it back together real quick.
I've never seen inside a converter. This is pretty cool.
So this is a lockup. So this is what makes it different. Here are your lockup clutches.
Okay.
It's got this ring that retains it right there. This Johnny goes on like this. At least this is how it was when we took it apart.
Yeah, it's just like a drum and a transmission. Like, I've never seen one apart before, but
I imagine this could be very challenging.
you gotta be able to rock it back and forth until it goes in through all the clutches.
So that's in through all the clutches right now. So she's in there. All right, and then this guy sits on it like that. And that's really it. So we're not taking all this Johnny apart yet to make a stator change. It's a 1634 stator. So what we're gonna do now, we'll take all this stuff out. We're going to stack all this stuff on it, just like it came out. I guess we're really looking for like any excessive wear or something that doesn't look like it should be. It's very difficult to look for something that shouldn't be there when you don't know what it's supposed to be like. Do you want to use a wrench on that or just... Okay, we'll just do it like this. Oh my God! Remember when I was like, "Hey, we shouldn't use an impact"? Remember when I just said that?
Get it out of there.
On the damn $7,000, the $7,000 converter.
Well, the problem is all the wrenches are more clapped than this brand new socket. So I thought.
Well, why could you not put the socket on
a ratchet? Yeah.
Yeah, we could have done that. That's here. Hold on to it.
Mm-hmm. So what do we tell the camera what we learned? Just look at them. Look them right in the eyes.
Well,
you're not looking at them.
I'm not getting
eye
contact.
Eye contact's important in a situation like this.
John blames the impact. Actually blames me. I'm not gonna blame the impact. I'm gonna blame the bolt, but I had 7 bolts that were not tight at all that just barely bumping with the impact and it came right out.
The lack of accountability is just awesome around here.
For whatever reason, the one of them here, it was not that way. It stripped out the head of it, but luckily...
What could have prevented that?
Well, I probably would have stripped using that too, but we would have felt it sooner. But
see how it works around here?
No problem. I extracted it, no problem. It's not a big deal.
I think all that matters is the bolts stripped out, Mason.
Do you guys see what I deal with around here? Oh, ain't my shit. That's just a bolt.
Ain't my shit. You can't take them out of my converter.
I mean, that might be someone beating on it to get it off.
What do you mean by that?
This is a used converter, so. But the clutches look brand new. No heat on this guy here.
Not at all.
All right, so we know how this went in that way.
It's brand new.
You hear that, Dave?
I hear it. I'm just gonna stay quiet.
What are y'all?
I'm gonna stay quiet right now.
Yeah, these lockup clutches. I mean, there's no point to even take the rest of them out. We have homework now.
We have to go study.
Yeah, we were told. I was instructed by Matt. He's like, "You watch a video Stevie put out," and I'm like, "Nope, not yet. Just been taking this apart." Everything seems to look good. I mean, nothing looks like the clutches are smoked or anything like that. I mean, everything literally looks brand new.
Yeah, it does look brand
There's
new.
no heat on any of the
0
pressure plates. I mean, literally everything looks.
Well, that's not the pressure plate. That's the steels.
Sorry, the steels, the pressure plate.
There
Here.
is somewhere. It might be at the bottom.
There's 0 wear on any of that.
That's,
Yeah.
There should be a.
Hey, you want to just take all this out?
Right there.
I mean, literally all of these look brand new. That thing literally has got no heat on it at all.
And then that's the piston there, I would assume.
So we'll stick this stuff back together. We're actually going to pause this video and watch the video that Stevie put out so we can learn, because we are certified YouTube mechanics. But I mean, if you look at those,
No, they look great.
they look good. They don't even look like they've really been on. Well, they could be on.
The whole time?
They could be on, but they definitely look like there's no heat. Like they're not slipping or anything. So that's the only thing I can think of. So we're just going to. I guess we'll just leave it here for now.
You want to put this back on yet? Or
We'll just set this on top.
Wait for old Stevie.
Yeah, we'll watch Stevie's video, see if Stevie can learn us something, and then
We'll put that one in there so we remember that one.
yeah, we're not going to forget about that one.
No, we're definitely not gonna forget about
We
it.
tried to get David and I both tried to get Mason in trouble with Matt, and it backfired.
Dude, like Matt's in a great mood today.
Yeah,
like I
what
was
the heck?
expecting a serious ass ripping.
normally, even if it like didn't matter, Matt would still like just rip my ass.
Like I was
Maybe
expecting
this
Matt.
is a new leaf for you. You and him are like, I mean, we call
They
you
had
his
some
son
serious
all the
bonding
time.
time at Lights Out
Yeah.
14.
Seriously, I mean, I don't know.
I was expecting a hand to come up to the phone and just,
we were Dave and I were both like, are you kidding me? Like, what kind of response is that?
I mean, I knew.
He had his head down like this. He's like,
Listen.
damn it.
Here's the thing. I knew that it was something that Matt would have done 100%.
Oh,
it's
Matt's
like
gonna
when-
watch this video and give us a call tomorrow and be like,
I
never do that.
I could 100% see Matt doing it. And it's
No.
being like, oh, it's not a big deal, grabbing a Torx bit and running it right out of there like I did. And so I was like, in my head, I'm like, I did the same thing Matt would have done. But I really expected Matt just to burn me a new one just because that's what he loves to do anytime I do anything.
Mason is a damn massive walking target. But like you guys saw here firsthand, I'm like, hey, use the damn ratchet. Mason's like, stripped.
We went and watched Stevie Fast Jackson put together a lockup converter. We learned some things. The main thing that we learned was what? That our converter is different than his.
they're not all converters are
Yeah.
assembled the same, but they all, I guess, in the
Yeah,
end,
they
do
all
the same job.
function the same way. So it's
Like the one that he had didn't have this like big retainer for the clutch
Right.
pack.
his drum sat directly down into the clutch packs with no retainer. So the top side of his drum was the final steel. Which, honestly, if you look at this, it looks like it was designed to be that way, and then he just changed it to his way.
His way.
His way.
So,
But
everything that we've looked at checks out.
don't go crazy with the Loctite on those. Those are very small bolts.
Yeah, I'm trying to like I wiped it off on the last one because it was like some serious.
I think because all those other ones were not very tight, and those last two were very tight, and I think that's why. It's because they had way too much Loctite on them.
Well, consider these one-time use then.
John's king Loctite. Anytime he puts anything, any kind of thread locker, RTV,
Yeah, I mean, I
thread
don't like
sealant,
I don't like stuff.
doesn't
leaking.
matter what it is, it's way over applied every time.
Does it ever come out?
It does not ever come out.
Does it ever
Hey,
leak?
hey, you want to see a trick? Here, take the camera. I'll show you a trick.
No, hold on. I'm still Loctiting.
Okay.
We're done with Mason's trick. If his trick is stripping out another bolt, we don't want to see it.
I'll strip out every last one of them.
He goes, you want to see a trick? Grabs a 1/2-inch impact and just crams it on
Bro.
there. So, yeah, I mean, I think that, I mean, I don't know. I think that everything looks good here. I guess one thing
funny.
that could be cause for concern is maybe like if the actual lockup solenoid has an issue in the transmission.
Which we know that's not happening though.
We do?
Yeah, there's the frictions and the steels look like it looks like the lockup's never been applied ever.
Yeah.
You would see something on them.
No, I mean, I don't disagree one bit.
All right, ready to hammer those home with the impact?
Yeah, we actually got a Milwaukee 1-inch, like the ones that's got like a support handle on it. And we're going to oh god, that's a lot right there. Look at this. So I'm going to do my due diligence here and wipe that shit off. Do you want me to tighten this so I can like mess the bolt up
No,
completely?
I want to tighten it so that I can...
Take full responsibility?
Yeah, I would rather... Because if you tighten it and then it's extra messed up, then I'll be like, well, it's still going to get blamed on me, but it's going to be your fault.
Let's watch Mason mess this up, guys.
So
Live.
watch me mess this up.
Live.
Okay, first of all, these bolts are tiny. Like
Yeah, they
an
really
inch,
are.
And we have the longest possible ratchet. So I'm going to choke way up on this deal here. Tight.
It's going to be tough to get the converter back together with that in there. Oh my god. You know what's weird? Stevie didn't do that.
You know what he did do though? He
What?
took the whole deal apart with an impact.
Yeah. They didn't have this though. Yeah, that one could use a little bit of love right there on that. All right, well, we're gonna get this stuff, I guess, mostly back together, and then we'll update you guys on what we're gonna do here. All right, y'all. So we got everything all taken apart. Everything's all cleaned up. It should be ready to go back together. Everything kind of checks out and looks as it should. I'm gonna leave it like this overnight. Mark Mickey is actually down racing at the World Series of Pro Mods, so we didn't hear back from him today, so we'll hear back from him in the morning. More than likely we'll put everything all back together and stick it in there. The only thing we're waiting on to see if we're going to do a stator change from, I think this is a 16, I said it once before, it's a 16, I forget where it is, 1634 maybe? Something like that. I can't find it. I might never find it ever again. There it is, 1634. So we're gonna wait back and hear what he has to say. if everything's good and that stators should be close, then we're going to put it back together and maybe address the transmission and just kind of go from there. So that's going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.